All right, hello ladies and gentlemen. We are on part 2 of our Get a Life project. Today's goal is to be able to buy a vehicle and then see with your salary if you can afford, well obviously you should be able to afford to live at home, but we're going to see how much money you can save by living at home. So let's move down here on our rubric, our Get a Life rubric. And we are focusing today on slides 5 and 6. Slide 5 talks about your vehicle. You are going to choose a car that you would like to buy. You have to talk about the make, the model, the mileage, the color. We would like you to buy a used car as your first car. We are going to use, all of us are going to use the same website to buy our car. We are going to go to autotrader.com, and I will show you that next. On your slide, you need to include how much it costs to buy the car, your monthly payment, and we would also like you to include a picture. After you find your car, you will be going to your Get a Life workbook, and you will be clicking down here on the Vehicle to worksheet to figure out what the monthly payment is. The other part of today will be figuring out your monthly budget at home, and I will come back to this after the car. So now let me show you the website you need to go to. It is right here. It is autotrader.com. So you're going to type that in, autotrader.com. Down here you can type in the zip code for our school if you'd like, or you can use the one that's there. It's 08012, and that'll search the Blackwood area. So we will press search. And right now it is not set up to look at just used cars. So you need to go over to the left-hand side, and for condition, you're going to click on the use tab. And then let's go up to the price tab. So minimum price, what can I afford? The minimum's fine, you can keep it at $849. But let's be realistic about what we can afford. And let's have a max price of about $20,000 for your first car. So you can type in $20,000. So now I have narrowed it down to all of these used cars in our areas. I'm going to look through and decide which car I would like to purchase. And maybe I think this one is great right here. I choose this car right here. I would like to buy the used 2015 Audi Premium Plus Quattro. Sorry. Anyway, so we're going to look at this car right here. So what I'm going to do to look at it is I'm going to click right on it. And this is all the information that I'm going to use on my slide. Remember, on your slide, we told you that we needed to know the price. You need to know the initial price of the car. Okay, that's the retail price right there. You need to have that. Then we're going to move down here. I'm going to look at the car. There's lots of different pictures, so I can view it from different angles. Down here in the overview, you have to write about your car. So this information right here is what you're going to use when you're writing on your Google slide. Here I am in my Google slide template, down here in the vehicle slide, which is slide 5. You need to be able to describe the car you're going to buy, the make, model, mileage, and where you bought the car from. So this website right here gives you all the information you need for that slide. Please make sure you cut and copy that URL so that you have that if you need to look back at it, and also so that you have it for your works cited. So let's look here. I don't want any similar vehicles. What I can do now is I can figure out payment details. I can click here. Oh, okay, payment details. So this is estimated on a 6.2 annual percentage rate for 72 months. Well, when you see, I'm going to take you to the Google workbook next. We actually aren't having you finance for 72 months. We're having you finance for 60 months. So let's go to the workbook now. I need to remember this number right here, my $18,755. All right, so my $18,755. Let's open up our Get a Life workbook. And here I am at the top of the Get a Life workbook. The type of car I'm buying is an Audi. And you can be more specific with your information. I'm not going to go into any of that right now, but you should. List price of car. That was what was on the website. $18,000, horrible memory, $755. So we're going to take this and we're going to do $18,755 times the tax. So if you look over here, we tell you what all of these numbers mean. We're going to multiply by a 7% tax. So we get, the tax we have to pay is $1,312.85. I tried to make this easy to follow. Purple cell, because this is the same number again. What is the list price of the car you're buying? $18,755. What is it plus the taxes? So I'm going to add in plus the taxes, which is $1,312.85. And when I add those together, I'm going to be paying $20,067.85 for my car. That's going to be called my total purchase price of the car. I will write that same number here as my total purchase price. Now, we are going to give you the down payment for your first car. Okay, so we're going to give you this free money right now. We are going to give you 10% of the car. Okay, so on this car, that means I'm going to give myself $2,006.79. Rounding to the nearest hundredth because it's money. So that's the amount of the down payment. I look over here, total purchase of car. My total purchase of car is blue, $20,067.85. I'm going to minus the down payment. I'm going to subtract. And when I subtract that, I'm going to get, I have $20,000. There. All right, so once I subtract these, I get $18,061.06. So that is the amount I am going to finance. What does finance mean? It means that I'm going to borrow the money from the bank so I can purchase my vehicle. So let me clear this ink and move this up. So now the amount I am going to finance. The amount I'm going to finance goes right here, $18,061.06. I have to write it again here. Okay, now the interest rate that you're going to borrow this money at is 8%. So you have to take the total amount that you are financing and multiply by 8%. So I'm going to pay $1,444.88 in interest for 1 year. So in 1 year, I will give the bank this amount of money just to have my car. 5 years is the length of the loan, so I'm going to multiply that by 5 years. And I'm going to give them $7,224.42 in total interest for 5 years. Here I have to put the amount that I'm financing. Same color cell. $18,061.06. I'm going to take the total interest and I'm going to add that. The total interest is $7,224.42. So let's add those together. And currently my whole loan that I'm taking out of the bank is $25,285.48. I am going to repay that loan over 5 years. 5 years is 60 months. Oh, sorry, I made this a 5 and this should be an 8. All right, 25,285.48, and I'm going to take that, I'm going to divide it by my 60 monthly payments, which means every month I owe $421.42 for my car. $421.42. So now, once you've figured out your monthly vehicle payment, please make sure at this step you go back and have one of the teachers check off your math and make sure that you have an accurate monthly vehicle payment. Once it's been approved by a teacher, then you are going to make sure that slide 5 is complete. Remember to include your monthly car payment. Now let's move on to the second part. The second part of today is slide number 6. You have to see how much it costs to live at home when you're an adult and you have expenses, things to pay for. So let's go to our Get a Life workbook. And I'm going to click down here on the third tab, Monthly Budget Living at Home. So we are figuring out our expenses when living at home. As you can see, there's no color in this top cell right here, which means you do not have to type anything in. Again, as a reminder, you're just filling in the colored cells. So rent to your parents and all of this, you have to add up all of those numbers, including your monthly car payment. Well, the car I just bought is $421.42. So what I'm going to do is take a minute right now, and I'm going to add up my $100 to my parents, $150 for health insurance, $125 for car insurance, $100 for gas, $80 for my cell phone, $200 for the month towards groceries and food, plus $421.42 for my car payment. So every month I have to pay $1,176.42 in bills. Monthly net salary. Monthly net salary is on the bottom of salary worksheet. So right here, it's this number in the green down here on your salary worksheet, the number that you got right there. Let's say that every month, just to use a simple number, let's say every month I bring home $3,000 with my career. So I'm going to write that number there, and I'm going to subtract out, and it tells you right here, minus your monthly expenses. I'm going to subtract out what I have to pay, and then I am shown the amount of money that I have left to save and do other things with. So I'm going to take that number and I'm going to multiply by 75%, because what we're trying to do is buy a house. So we are forcing you to save 75% of your paycheck. So $1,367.69 is the amount that I'm going to save in a month. We would like you to stay at home for an entire year. So I am now going to multiply that by 12, and in 1 year, I'm going to save $16,412.22. That is my total savings in 1 year. This number is going to be important when you buy your home. After you have filled this in, you need to, number one, make sure that this number right here, this is line 14, okay, this is called line 14, is a positive number. If that number is not a positive number, that means you cannot currently afford flight. So you are going to need to pick a less expensive car or come see one of your teachers. Also, after you have line 20 filled out here, please have one of the teachers check your work. You will then go to your Google Slides, and you will fill in slide 6, monthly budget at home. What are your total expenses? What will you save by living at home? And then here's a little creative writing. What are 3 benefits of living at home and at least 1 negative? And that's creative writing for you. Please feel free to add color and graphics to this slide. This completes part 2 of our Get a Life project.
That in her